Hello everybody, welcome back to C7 Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Before we get into our topic today, I wanted to mention to you that we have done well over 400 videos now, specifically on Corvettes, problems with Corvettes, buyer's guides, all that stuff. And we constantly get emails and phone calls asking if we've made a video about such and such a subject. Well, for those of you who are YouTube professionals, I apologize, but for those of you who don't know, if you go to the YouTube home screen, go up to the search bar and type in C7 Corvettes, hit enter, you will then come up to another screen and you will see our red, white, and blue CNS Interstate logo for our channel. Click on that and then go over to the little magnifying glass just to the right of that, and you'll be able to click there, and then you can type in any Corvette subject you're interested in, and any of the videos that we've made pertaining to that will automatically populate and you can watch from there. It's a really nice shortcut when you need specific information rather than having to scroll through 400 and some videos to see if we talked about that subject or not. Just a word to the wise. It's been about 4 years since we talked about the main failure points on the C7 Corvettes that we here at the shop are seeing on the regular. And I wanted to revisit that, as we did with the C5 and the C6 after a period of time, to see if those failures changed. Well, on the C7, I can tell you that, no, they didn't. So, first main failure point, the main belt tensioner. This guy is an interesting design. It has a tiny built-in shock absorber here, and it flexes and it moves, and it's got a grooved pulley on a bearing. Fairly interesting design as compared to the C5 and C6, where it was basically a static aluminum plate bolted to the engine with a spring-loaded pivot on it. This one works differently than that. What happens is these shocks fail. They'll start leaking fluid down the sides here, and then this will start rattling as this loses internal fluid tension. Number one problem is the price on these has gone from about $90 to GM list on this today, $287. I don't know what changed. I don't know what supplier changed. I don't know if it's just that now all of the C7s are well out of warranty, that they've decided now it's time to really start charging the public. I don't know. But the price has gone up a lot on these. We always recommend replacing the belt when you replace one of these. And believe me, if you own one of these cars, replacing one of these will be in your future. Thankfully, it isn't a terribly difficult or time-consuming job to do. With GM continuing to up the price, in fact, the wholesale price went up $10 overnight. I just checked it. We are currently talking to one of the manufacturers that we have been using years and years and years with our other tensioners, to see about being able to offer you guys a really good quality aftermarket tensioner with a Gates belt that is better than the GM belt. Still working out pricing and availability on that, but that is something that we're going to be adding to our website pretty soon, because this is basically the number one mechanical need of all C7s. More news to come on this. Stay tuned. The second major mechanical failure point on C7s is still the torque tube. That is 2 couplers, 3 bearings, 3 O-ring seals. All of that needs to be replaced, but there's an additional problem with the C7s that the C5 and C6 didn't have. The couplers, the rubber couplers like this is a C7, when they fail in the C5 and C6, you get a lot of micro cracking and shrinkage in these. They get brittle and they start to kind of crack and flex. That's not how C7 couplers fail. Let me show you a picture of one that is a minor failure. Do you see the difference? They just disintegrate and turn into this giant fuzzball. Now, the reason I say that this is a minor failure is that's a major failure. This is what remained. We pulled this out of a C7 torque tube. There were no couplers to speak of. The torque tube was just filled with rubber and fiber bits. So this is something that is going to be an ongoing problem. GM has released their own improved couplers. We haven't seen any of those fail yet. Granted, they've only been out a couple of years. We actually have them on our website, and they also just started offering brand new bolts to go with these. So when you buy our kit, you're not only getting 2 new and better GM couplers, you're getting 6 of the bolts and stuff that go in here fresh. You can find that, and you can find the bearings and the seals both on our website on the C7 new parts page at C&S Corvettes. The entire kit, if you're going to rebuild your torque tube, is $378 delivered to your door anywhere in the United States. That's the good news. The parts are inexpensive. The bad news is there's a lot of labor involved in pulling that torque tube out of the car in order to rebuild it, especially if you have a Z51 or a Z06 with extra coolers and blinds and attachments that have to be removed out of the way in order to pull that torque tube out. But these are still the 2 main failure points. These are jobs we are doing here literally every week on C7s. Overall, I'm pretty happy with where the C7 is. I mean, we're talking, the oldest of them is now 13 model years old, and they're really, really sturdy cars so far. I haven't seen too many over the 100,000 mile mark yet, but the ones that we are seeing need tensioners, couplers and torque tubes rebuild, and then other minor issues that are usually reconcilable. I've only ever had one C7 in here that wasn't fixable, and that was because it had been left out in a torrential downpour with the windows down, and all the computers and everything got flooded. So that one notwithstanding, the C7 seems to be standing up as a pretty good, reliable car in the long term. Basically, that's what I found. What problems are you seeing with the C7? Or better yet, what questions or problems for the C7 do you want us to cover to help inform you guys about problems you may be having and possible solutions to them? Anyway, that's what I've got for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you again real soon. Thank you. Oh, wait. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Real short, please help me. Thank you.